What's up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with the review for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 9, Episode 2. So let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys. So, Mimi. The craziest thing is we got this child now deciding that she can confide in Stevie J. I was like, girl, what is going on? The money must have really been good for her to come back this season because honestly, everything is good in Mimi's life. She gonna create problems just for this show. You know, it was just like, girl, we already know that you just making all this shit up. Anyway,
things have been really cool between Stevie J and I lately. Faith has put in some good work with Stevie, and I hope that everything is okay in the Jordan household.
It seems that she's gotten some strange text messages from Stevie J recently, and she's not really sure where they're coming from.
It's nothing sexual or anything like that. It's just that he said that he misses his family and Eva.
And I guess Mimi was just worried that he was trying to get that old thing back. But she's just hoping that he's not putting Faith through the same shit that he put her through back in the day. I completely doubt that. Now, Stevie J is there. He's playing on the piano. You know, he said, oh, no, it was nothing. You know, I just thought maybe you was thinking about the beefcake. She was like, please.
Stevie J is just kidding.
He's the good guy. And his family with Faith is all that it is right now. He asked her about Ty. You know, what's going on with the marriage thing there.
To be honest, I'm not sure if marriage is for me. My trust level ever since I was a child, from my mom to my relationships,
they've been bad. And she just doesn't feel like she can really let herself go enough to even be in a relationship where, you know, the full-time commitment is there. But she does admit that Ty is the best thing that ever happened to her. And, you know, she just keeps everything really level and easy for her. You know, does Ty know that you feel this way? She says she probably doesn't know exactly, but Mimi is just determined to figure this out, I guess, in this season. Now, let's jump over to this fight between Sierra and Karlie. The shit was funny. It was funny because when Sierra mushed her face, did you guys see how Karlie's wig came all the way down? When they was pulling her off, I was like, uh-oh. Child, you could tell that's all Karlie was concerned about is please do not let this unit come off. But while they're in the middle of this fighting, everybody jumps in. You know, of course, we see Sierra's assistant jump in. We see BK try to come over there and stop the thing. Y'all saw when Rashida was like, oh, this is a little too much for me. You know, she went and got her purse and stood back. You guys heard when they finished fighting, when they broke them up, Karlie said she wasn't supposed to do that. I was like, yeah, just like I said last week, I think that Karlie was only that close to Sierra because it was not written in the script for Sierra to do that. Somehow Sierra got very upset, lost control of herself, and mushed old girl in the face. So I was actually okay with it. You know, I was okay with it. Sierra took her full wig off. Even when Karlie tried to walk by her, you know, she tried to grab at Karlie again. I was like, wow, we really doing this, huh? You committed to this role. While Bambi and Rashida's over on the side, you know, Bambi was just like, yeah, this went way too far. And Rashida was like, well, you know, she judged her and, you know, it was bound to go bad. But yeah, Karlie feels like she was jumped. And I guess when you look at the footage, I mean, I can see how she might have thought that. But even though the Crazy 88s was there, they really was not going to let it get that far. But you could tell she was all shaken up and everything. I said, oh, yeah, Karlie was not expecting that one at all. So later on, Karlie goes to talk to Rashida at the same time. So this is sort of like a split scene where we see Karlie talking to Rashida and we see Bambi talking to Sierra. So Karlie goes to Rashida first and tells her she is never going to be able to be Sierra's friend again because, you know, this fight happened. Once you put your hands on me, then we really not friends. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, I guess I can agree with that. Rashida tells her that she actually was disappointed in them both because the way that, you know, it all started out, it was just bad from the beginning, just their whole interaction with each other. Karlie was just like, you know, I just feel like I was set up by all her people. You know, and Rashida was like, you really think that? And she was like, yeah, I really do, because her assistant and them come jumping behind me, you know, and beating me up from the back, and and Sierra up in the front, like she couldn't even do anything. Girl, you wasn't gonna do anything anyway. You done took all these boxing classes for nothing. Rashida was just like, well, you not gonna get no legal thing going, are you? And Karlie said, you know what, to be honest, I really don't know. But she knows she should, since she was set up. Now, when we see Sierra and Bambi talking, she's feeling kind of bad because she had no idea that her assistant had jumped in. She probably didn't, because as soon as the fight started and everybody rushed in, everybody's head was down, you know. So all they was doing was really grabbing. So that assistant really the assistant didn't need to come in over there. Okay, we got the crazy 88s. We got all this going on over here. We don't need you to jump in as well. You know, she's feeling bad. She says, even with all of her shit with Karlie, you know, that's her friend. Like, that's her real friend. So she's feeling bad. Bambi was like, yeah, I know, you know, you can feel bad and everything, but Karlie been on like some old negative, you know, every time she's been around lately is something. Karlie energy do be wrong a little bit, but yeah, she's worried because that's her friend, 1. 2, she's got this other case that she's already dealing with. Now she's gonna heap on top of that, you know, her assaulting Karlie Redd, the crackhead, too. She's trying to get the case with Shooter's baby mama dropped, and now here she been working on that shit for 2 years. Now she got to deal with Karlie. I said, well, bitch, who told you to mush the girl in her face? Okay, stick to the script. So then later on, we see her. She's working at her glam bar. You guys know she does like microblading and all kind of other like beauty treatments here in Atlanta. And she gets a text message from her lawyer that just says, we need to talk as soon as possible. So she's worried now. Did Karlie Redd reach out to her people, and now she's going to sue Sierra, press charges? So she's worried. She calls texts Rashida and says she need to talk to her, you know, can you come over right away? So, you know, Rashida, she ain't got shit else to do, I guess. So she rushes down to Sierra's glam bar. So she goes in the back of Rashida, and Rashida was just like, well, I rushed down here when I saw your message. Sierra was like, girl, I'm so glad you came. I just got a message from my lawyer saying that, you know, we needed to talk. And I'm just worried that with Karlie going around saying that she was going to press charges and everything, you know, she just a little shook. Rashida was just like, well, you know, you guys both have a lot going on. And that fight happened probably at the worst time for both of you guys. But maybe it's just something you guys can just talk and get like some sort of understanding. And this somehow can be resolved. Well, Sierra doesn't know really how this is going to pan out. All she knows is she's worried. Okay, so her lawyer gets there. And nope, it has nothing to do with Karlie, actually. The lawyer, she brings out her iPad, and she has it like this to us. I was just like, Mona, we going to need to see this footage, damn it. Don't be sitting up here. You know, the lawyer was like, see right there? That's where you are. See, that's where she is. Okay, see, you guys not even near each other. I said, see nothing. We don't see nothing. We wants to see it just like everybody else. We don't trust you motherfuckers. But in the interest of time, I guess, and in recording, they didn't have time to show us what they saw on that video. So she just says, well, this should completely exonerate you, you know. So then there she go with that face, you know. She starts crying like, and Rashida's like, well, those are tears of relief. Okay, yeah, now she got that out of the way. Now all she has to worry about is that damn Karlie Redd. Is the bird going to press charges or not? So later on, we see Sierra has invited Karlie Redd to church. Okay, and she says that it's just gotten so bad between the two of them. That was really her friend. She feeling so bad. You know, she was thinking that maybe this is what they need at church, just so they can all come together. Karlie Redd was like, honey, she needed to go to church. All this shit going on, trying to beat me up and having your people beat me up. That bitch put her hands on me, and our friendship will never survive this. So we got Rashida there as well, and Spice. Side note, what is Rashida going through with all this colored hair? I mean, it looks nice on her. Okay, but every time we see her, she gonna have a different color in her head. Thank God her wigs be put together, because honey, she wears every color under the sun. But anyway, once church is over and they outside talking in the front, and Spice and Rashida are talking to him, and Rashida says, with everything happening, you guys just need to talk, you know. And Spice was like, yeah, but you know, when I really think about it, you know, your friend's jumping on her. That wasn't cool either. She feels like Sierra should have known that her assistant felt the way that she did about about Karlie and should have made sure that she kept away from her. So then Sierra tells Karlie that, she feels so bad because she never expected for her assistants to jump in. She never wanted to even put her hands on her, let alone having somebody, part of her crew, put their hands on Karlie too. And you guys know how Karlie is. Never, ever, no matter how many times that we fight, and yell and scream with each other, I would never put my hands on you. Yeah, you wouldn't do that because you ain't trying to get into no fucking fight. But you run your mouth and you say shit and do shit, even though in this case, it was pretty small what Karlie did. She should have just left the fucking party. You should have just left. You're going to tell her, no, you're not leaving. And then you're going to threaten her and say, okay, think about that when you, want somebody to testify for you again. So Karlie is not innocent in it. Did Karlie deserve to get her face mushed? No. But let's just take all of the energies that Karlie has been giving everybody from fucking 9 seasons or 8 seasons past. All that shit finally came together and somebody was close enough to get to her ass. She had it coming. Probably shouldn't have been from Sierra, but Karlie has had that shit and way worse coming, if you ask me. So, she's all hurt in that way. And she says that she doesn't even believe Sierra's apology. Yeah, you can go on with them fake tears and this fake apology. Okay, she just saying that because she afraid that I'm gonna press charges. Sierra, you didn't even try to stop him. Well, Sierra, she was fighting. What was she supposed to do? She didn't even know. Like I said, her head was down. I mean, I guess you couldn't tell then, but when you look at it from our vantage point, everybody's head was down. People was just grabbing. So she had no idea that her big old lanky, assistant was over there with the baby taps. I said, girl, what you doing with this? So then Sierra was just like, well, Karlie, what do I need to do to fix this? Okay, trying to fix our friendship. That Karlie was just like, well, I just want to tell you that karma, is my friend and it's coming for you with a smirk. And I was like, what? Now, Karlie ain't got to accept her apology. I'm not saying that, but girl, you making it worse to me. Sierra was just like, okay, Karlie, if you really want to make this be on some old revengeful, shit like that. And then all of a sudden, once Karlie saw that Sierra wasn't going to react the way that she wanted her to, and then all of a sudden she was just like, I'm not trying to be malicious. It just is what it is. Then she gets to feeling sorry for herself. It's just been a hard year and nobody has had my back. What does that mean? What do you want people to do for you when you went off and got married to this man, okay, didn't tell nobody, was going through whatever the fuck you was going through, was acting a fool last season, nobody could understand is because you decided to sneak off and you was saying that Double A Mo was beating your ass and all of this and you decided to marry him. Now you saying nobody was there for you, but you the one decided to sneak off and get married. How can somebody be there for you if they don't even know about it? So I'm just like, Karlie can get, pull y'all heartstrings as much as she want to. Fuck Karlie, okay? Karlie didn't deserve to get her ass beat or jumped at this little party and everything, but Karlie is not fixing to pull the okie doke over these eyes. I know what the hell Karlie done did in the past, okay, with her old duck lips, sitting up there crying and everything. She says, well, hopefully I'll be able to forgive you in the, in the future, or whatever she says, and them two walk off. Man, please. Yeah, Sierra, if she was a true friend, then that is sad that it got messed up this way. But as far as Karlie just being so innocent, no. Now, Mama D, remember, she's going to give Scrappy this party. So it's a surprise party. So everybody is there, including Show Enough Scrap. I said, look at Show Enough Scrap. I guess they going to really act like him and Sierra never even hooked up last season like they tried to tell us. But he come back to this party as well. He said that, he's celebrating his 1-year anniversary of getting out of jail. Everything is good. He's got custody of his kids, and he's doing work around the city. So this is a good thing for him. So he's talking to D-Lo and Rashida, and he's telling them how he's going to have a party, celebrating his 1-year release. D-Lo, with the stupid, he was just like, yeah, I'm going to have to invite my brother, okay? He just got out. I was like, yeah, let's just invite all of the felons that just got out of jail. Now, Mama D walks up while they're talking, and she was just like, Rashida, where's your mama? And she was like, I don't know. Did you invite her? She said, I sure did. I spoke to her and she tells me that, D-Lo, you the reason, the problems exist. Okay, you going against the grain. And here go D-Lo with the stupid fucking face. Well, if it's going against my store, then yes, I'ma go against the grain. She telling people that she sell plus size clothes and that she can get a 10% discount, online and all that. I was just like, oh Lord, who done made up this story? So yeah, he's pissed about it. It cut into their sales, and you can't tell me that the mama peddling some damn plus size clothes here and there is the reason why their whole entire business failed. But let D-Lo tell it. Yes, she's the reason. An 85% decline in sales, because when he sent somebody out there to see what's what, the sales went up 80 to 85%. We found that out when the mama actually walks in. She got her shaved purple. Oh, well, how am I calling this woman somebody mama with this purple hair, child? She come in there and Rashida's like, what have you been saying? D-Lo, it seemed like you've been saying a lot about me. All right. And that's when we find out about the 80 to 85% drive. The mama was like, if any reason that the shit went down at the store is because the store was fucked up. Okay. Ain't had nothing to do with me. I mean, if you guys have been impressed, I'm not trying to hate on their product and everything, but it's clothes that's really overpriced. That's the shit that they had in there. Once the novelty wore off that this was Rashida's store, we getting down to the facts that I'm paying $80 for some damn jeans that I can get off of Fashion Nova for $15, or, something like that. So it was just like, yeah, they were overpriced. That's probably why the shit went in the tubes. Every time you go in Preston, the one in Phipps, the motherfucker is empty. So I don't even know how they making money. But this ought to let us know that we're going to have to listen to D-Lo and Rashida Mama, go back and forth this season, and just listen to him be disrespectful to his mother-in-law once they game. Anyways, Scrappy and the Bam, they show up and, everybody's all surprised, and he got that look on his face like he just so surprised. Where you thought you was going, Scrappy? Anyway, so Mama D's excited and, she's giving him a hug and everybody is there trying to congratulate him or, happy birthday him. And, Jock goes up to him and tells him that his mama has a drink in her hand. And he was like, what? Yeah, your mama got a drink in her hand. So he goes over there and he was like, well, what is that you drinking? And she was like, what? It's cola. And he says, is cola? Yes, it's cola. You don't trust me? You don't believe me? It's cola. She don't appreciate everybody, thank you for being concerned, but damn, I'm grown. I know what I should and shouldn't be doing. Now, Bambi is over there talking to Spice and Rashida and Tokyo and all them, and she's telling them what happened at the fight at the little Bubbles and Bling party the other day. Spice said, yeah, they both actually called her and both of them had their own sides. So she don't really know what to think about this whole thing. Tokyo there, and I guess Tokyo has grown exponentially over this break. Supposedly she has this boyfriend. Supposedly she's not a virgin anymore. She getting it in all happily and all that. Okay, fine. Things were never better for her. Anyway, they ask her what she's been up to, and she says that she's working on her music. She got something going with light-skinned Keisha, and Bambi was like, light-skinned Keisha. She was just like, yeah, you got a problem with her? And she was like, yeah, I got a problem with her because, she was with, she came and stole my girl Amy's dude when they were together. And Tokyo was just like, girl, can't no woman steal some man. Like, if they broke up, he was ready to go. And really, when you listen to it, it's just like, Bambi, why you going this hard? You ain't got to be best friends with the girl. Ain't nobody saying that you guys got to hang out, but I guess that's just kind of how Bambi roll. Like, once you cross her friend, then she don't want nothing else to do with you. Shekinah was like, she just really likes light-skinned Keisha the same way she liked Bambi, and she felt like maybe if them two could get together, y'all know how we always got to go through this. Everybody get together and talk, and maybe we can come to some resolve. Sometimes it works, but most of the time it doesn't. Speaking of Bambi, Bambi's mother walks in. I said, oh, look at her. We ain't seen her in a minute. Okay, she looking around. Yeah, she don't get along with Mama D, but she loves Scrappy, so she do want to be there for Scrappy. Mama D says she make her so damn mad, she can't even stand to look at the lady. So what she gonna do is keep her back turned to her. She gonna give her ass to watch. I guess Mama D actually walks out like she's leaving the party. I said, girl, you giving this party? Just don't go over there where the Bambi mama is. That's all. We see light-skinned Keisha and Coca. They at the house. They seem happy enough. They have a YouTube channel. I didn't know that, but evidently on there, it's just like just like following their life. They cook. They do different things on there, and it just recorded and put it up on YouTube. Okay. So they're actually filming an episode right then. Once they finish, they're just talking, and she says, I just really wonder what really is up with that hater Scrappy. Okay. Now she done thought about the conversation that she had with Jock the other day. What's the problem there? Him pulling their song off of the social media once he had put it up, yeah, he just seems much like a hater. She ain't did nothing to nobody. Her and Coca, they over there living their best life. They happily ever after. Well, I thought it was interesting when Coca said that people feel like she was born with a silver spoon in her mouth. And I read that to mean that, so she didn't struggle enough, so nobody believes that she's real with it. How it is on Love and Hip Hop, bitch. If you wasn't shot, okay, and usually it's shot up in the head or up in this way region, or if you didn't come from the streets, if you didn't have some drug-addicted mama or some alcoholic daddy, or, if you didn't get kicked out when you was 12 or something, all of these are the kind of things that people want from these girls, at least these rapper girls on Love and Hip Hop, okay? It doesn't seem that light-skinned Keisha came from that. So then she said, these people don't know her life. Okay, there was some point when she was homeless. Okay, I took that to mean that she just didn't have an apartment at the time. Okay, maybe couldn't afford it, was spending the night over people's houses. Maybe one night she had to go on and just, take a little napsy in the car and everything. But she was like, I was rock bottom too. And I had to sleep in my car and I was on couches and all this. I was just like, girl, you ain't got to do that if that really didn't happen to you. Don't let it seem like you got to be all a part of this struggle just so you can be accepted by these old hood ass girls. Fuck them. Now, later on, we see Jock. Jock says he's opening a club out here in Atlanta, and he just wants to get the opinions of a couple of his friends on the food and the drinks and things like that. So he's invited Shekinah, and he's invited light-skinned Keisha and her boyfriend, Coca. And yeah, he got these wings. He just want them to taste it. She kind of goes and tells him that she also invited Bambi and Scrappy, too, because I guess she's decided that light-skinned Keisha and Bambi need to be friends. And of course, Jock was like, well, why would you do that? And even light-skinned Keisha was just like, well, that's fine if she come because I don't even really know her. She kind of tells her flat out, she said that you stole her friend's man. Keisha was just like, no, that is not exactly how it worked. Coca tells us that him and old girl, this Amy character, was already broken up. And of course, that's what they gonna say. It's always one side, this side, that side, and the truth in the middle. But as far as he was concerned, he was broken up with her and then he got together with Keisha. And you guys, I gotta admit that I do so far like light-skinned Keisha. She seemed like she's cool, so, but you guys know I like Bambi too. But what I realized with Bambi is I think I like Bambi because she is truly a LA girl. Like if you guys, there's some LA girls out there because I have friends like her who kind of have like a funky attitude. They from the hood, but they also snobby at the same time. I think that what I see in Bambi is what a lot of my girlfriends, not a lot, but some of the girlfriends that I've had, they act that same way. So it's just normal for me. But I guess it comes off like, she's a bitch on TV. So that's why whenever she be up there, I be like, that's my girl. But I also realize how her attitude can kind of be off-puttish. Her and Scrappy walk in. She takes it upon herself to say that she don't fuck with light-skinned Keisha and she never will. And light-skinned Keisha was like, and the sentiments are returned. Like, I'm never gonna fuck with you either. But the whole thing is you don't even know me. And Bambi was like, I don't need to know you. I already know what you did. And then, of course, they get to arguing back and forth. But the whole thing was just like, Bambi, if you would just listen, like I said earlier, nobody said y'all got to be best friends. You ain't got to hang out with each other and all of that. You ain't got to film together and all of that. Okay? You could agree to disagree and keep your distance. Like, I just don't fuck with that bitch. She don't fuck with me. But you ain't got to have all of this animosity towards this girl. I thought it was interesting that she never mentioned anything to Coca. Okay? Like, you up here arguing with his girlfriend. And, so it was just like, at least hear the girl out. Let her say what happened. But, she's never going to listen to her because she's very loyal. She's loyal to her friend Amy. I mean, it's not a bad thing to be or a bad way to be, but it's just sort of like you being a little ridiculous now. We grown so we could discuss this. The bottom line was she kind of shouldn't have invited them. Keisha tells her that it's not her fault that her friend couldn't keep her man. And then, Bambi was like, I don't fuck with hood girls. She's a hood girl. Bambi, you very much are a hood girl as well. Bambi says that she never gonna be a wife because she went about this the wrong way. And she tells her that he gonna do her the same way that he did her girl Amy. She gonna see. Again, Bambi, let them people live their life. Like, what you so upset about what they did and what's happened there? Like, that's none of your business. So that's why I was just like, oh, Bambi, girl, it's not really that serious now, is it? All right, you guys, let me get off of here so I can do Miami. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.